Okay, so is anybody else out here on the struggle bus when it comes to keeping your house clean with a busy lifestyle and small kids in your house?
You in the past, I'm in the future. You mad?
Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, my name is Kela Trishaan and I make videos on lifestyle, womanhood, and mental health, and I'll throw in some vlogs here and there. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and thank you for your support. Okay, so I am back to another sit down video. I know I haven't done one in a few weeks, but I did want to talk about just ways to keep your home clean if you have small children or are living a busy lifestyle. So for me, even before I had a child, I feel like sometimes it was just hard to get on a schedule to where I could keep my home spick and span at all times. I had to figure out a way to make it easy, so basically I could just kind of stay ready and then only have to like maintain and do major cleanups here and there. So if you are struggling in that area and you just need some tips or some motivation, go on ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so my first tip is to make it simple. Make cleaning simple. And what I mean by that is I feel like we're more apt to like keeping up with the habit or getting things done if we can make it like a simple no-brainer. So like little things I like to do is keep my cleaning supplies in a specific place for the areas that I want to clean. For example, I like to use bleach a lot of times in the kitchen and bathroom so I can like kill bacteria, or there might be like a certain spray that I like to use to wipe down countertops, things like that. I like to keep those things in an area. The items that I use specifically for the bathroom or the living room or the, kitchen and, I don't have a dining room, but kitchen and bedrooms and stuff like that. I like to keep them in a specific place so when I am going to clean, everything is right there, ready to go. So I think the simpler you keep it, the more like you don't have things kind of like scattered around, the easier it is to kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna go into the bathroom, do a little clean, and everything I need is right there. So yeah, make it simple, make it a no-brainer. Okay, so my second tip for keeping your place clean, or as clean as you can possibly have it, is to tackle one area at a time. Now, I know that if you watch cleaning videos, then they will tell you this, but trying to tackle like a whole house or a whole apartment at once can be extremely overwhelming to the point where you're like, you know what, F it, I'm not cleaning nothing today. And that's not what we want to do, okay? We want to make sure that we are cleaning on a regular basis. So one thing I like to do is take like a room at a time. Sometimes I may not have enough time to clean the whole apartment, but then maybe I have time to like really deep clean the kitchen, or, clean the bathroom or straighten up the bedrooms or something like that. So what I try to do is like during the week, I'm typically cleaning the kitchen like daily because obviously we're eating from home, we're, cooking, I'm making food for my baby, stuff like that. So I'm cleaning the kitchen on a regular basis, but like with the bedrooms, sometimes clothes will pile up and stuff, and it gets to be a little overwhelming. So I might take a day or like an evening just to kind of tidy up the room. Or I might take a day and tidy up my son's room or the bathroom or something like that. But just break your task up into smaller pieces so it doesn't seem like this completely overwhelming job. And before you know it, you'll get to everything that you need to get to. Okay, so my next tip is easier said than done, but it really can be easy if you just do it, is to put everything back in their respective places. So what I mean by that specifically, like let's say you work outside the house and when you come home, you throw your jacket on the couch. If you do this every day, before you know it, you're gonna have a couch full of clothes and your living room is gonna look crazy. So instead of, throwing your clothes or your jacket on the couch, right when you walk in the door, take your shoes off if that's what you do. I don't allow shoes in my house, so that's what we do. But take your shoes off and go hang your jacket up, or go put your clothes in the dirty clothes, change into your loungewear, and voila, your living room is clean. And then even when it comes to like dishes, like I typically don't eat in like my bedroom, but then because I work in my son's room, I will eat in there. So when I have a cup or something that I'm using, or a plate, I try to go put it in the kitchen right away when I'm done with it, so it's not just sitting in the room creating a mess. And also like if we're, having drinks in the living room or whatever, at the end of the night, I like to move all those dishes to the kitchen, to the sink, because they don't need to be in the living room. They need to be in the dishwasher or in the sink, like where they should be. So make sure that you put things back in their respective places. And this goes with like everything, whether it be mail, dishes, clothes, like put everything where they're supposed to go, because when it is time to clean, a lot of times you're just having to maintain as opposed to like moving all this clutter out of every room that you that you like live in. Okay guys, so this next one is a big one, especially if you have children. Well, I guess it'd only be if you have children, but you want to try to have a designated play area for your child or children so that they're not effing up the whole house. Now, this has honestly been a game changer for me because even though I only have one son, he is a tornado in whatever room he goes into. So in his bedroom, we have his toy chest and we have, you know, just like his little activities and stuff. So during the day, if he's gonna be playing with toys or whatever, go ahead and F your own room up. Go ahead and, you know, mess up the space. It's yours. Do you have fun? But I don't have to worry about all of these toys and stuff being like all around the house and then just creating like immense clutter. Now, I will say that although this is what I try to do, it doesn't always work. Like if he's in the living room and he's hanging out or whatever, I'm not gonna tell him that he can't play with certain things or whatever, because, you know, it's just me. I wanna allow him to, you know, enjoy his life and have fun. But I'll probably only allow maybe a few toys in that area. So if he does decide to throw things everywhere, it's only like 2 or 3 different toys or activities that I'm having to move, as opposed to his whole toy chest scattered across the living room. So when at all possible, and then depending on how your space is set up, try to have a designated area for your kids so they can play, they can, you know, mess up that area because that's what kids do. Allow them that time to like have fun and stuff, but then also make it easier on yourself because you're not having to literally go through picking up toys from every which room. Okay, so my 5th tip, and this is honestly, I feel passionate about this. It may be different for you in your home. Do whatever you choose. But I personally think that if you cannot get to any other rooms, like if it's just like a busy week or, you know, busy day, whatever the case may be, if you can't get to any other rooms, make sure that you're tackling your kitchen and your bathrooms. And the reason why I say that is because these are the areas where you could have issues if you don't stay on top of them, like food sitting out or things happen in the bathroom that haven't been cleaned up. I feel like those are the areas where you would have the most likely opportunity for bacteria to grow or for things to smell bad. So when I have like busy weeks, like there might be like a week where my room is looking crazy or the baby's room is looking crazy. The living room might be a little cluttered, you know, because of mail and stuff like that. But the kitchen is gonna be, you know, relatively clean. Like I'm not gonna have dirty dishes just sitting there. I'm not gonna have like food just stuck on the stove or anywhere else. And then also with the bathrooms, like I'm, you know, trying to wipe down on a regular, because obviously people are brushing their teeth, using the restroom, using the shower. So I want to make sure that I stay on top of those things to make sure that, you know, again, there's no bacteria growth and there's no smells. Like worst thing is to walk inside of someone's home and you smell smells. I'm not gonna even get into it, but you already know what I'm talking about. So if at all possible, just make sure that you have a routine for tackling those areas, even if it's not like a deep clean all the time, just making sure that you're maintaining and keeping things as clean as you possibly can, just so you don't have any issues later on. Okay, you guys, so my last tip, even if you do all of that, or even if you have this great routine, if you are living a busy lifestyle or if you have children, there are gonna be weeks where you just fall off, where you're just tired. So at the end of the day, give yourself grace. The only way for your home to be clean 24/7 in every single room is if you have a maid that you're paying to come in on a regular and clean, or if you commit to cleaning every single day, all day, whenever something happens, and it's just not realistic. And you miss out on life, you miss out on, you know, those moments with your kids, and you miss out on just being able to relax because you're so worried about keeping everything clean. Now, it is important to keep your space clean, so I'm not trying to make it seem as if like you just want to ever let it just completely fall to the wayside, but give yourself grace. The idea is to have a habit of making sure that, you know, your space is tidy for the most part, but allow yourself those times where it's like, you know what, I don't feel like cleaning my bedroom today, so it's just gonna have to look like this. It's not gonna hurt you. The only thing that will hurt you, again, like I said earlier, if you have like things going on in your kitchen or bathroom, like you just don't wanna create an environment for diseases or critters. So you definitely want to like kind of stay on top of those areas. But even with those, like I feel like as long as you are, you know, just kind of cleaning a little bit every day, you should be fine. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys on that. All right, you guys, so that is all I have for you today. So as I was saying in that last tip, I think it is important to have a clean space. It's important to make it a priority, but it's not your whole life. Although I do feel like there are some areas that, you know, are just non-negotiable. It's just impossible to keep your space super duper clean, eat off the floor clean all day, every day, especially when you live a busy lifestyle and when you have children. So do the best you can, put some plans into place. You can make sure that you're, for the most part, sticking to your routine. But if you fall off here and there, cut yourself some slack. So if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, please go on ahead and give me a big fat thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you have not already subscribed and you made it this far, go on ahead and click that subscribe button below and be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. With that being said, you guys have an amazing day and I will see you next time.
Need a bag, size is super. They turned your back, it's like I never knew you. Leave that, in the past. Leave that.